What if I told you you're not boring, you're just invisible, not because you have nothing to say, but because you never learned how to say it? This isn't about charisma or being loud or the life of the party. It's about skill, and skill can be built. Let's get one thing straight. Boring is a label lazy minds use to dismiss people they don't understand. But lack of social skill, that's something you can change. And you're going to. You think conversations are about waiting for your turn. So you sit there, nodding, smiling politely, waiting for the perfect opening to drop your thoughts. But it never comes. Why? Because people don't give permission. They give attention to those who take space, not in an obnoxious, attention-hungry way, but in a grounded, self-respecting, I belong here kind of way. If you don't take up space, you disappear. And disappearing makes you feel forgettable, not boring, invisible. This starts small. Next time you're in a room, don't wait. Lean in, interrupt, disagree. Ask the follow-up question no one else is asking. You'll be surprised how fast the room adjusts to your presence. Once you decide to show up, you think talking means explaining. So when you finally speak up, you drop facts, information, opinions. But you forget the key ingredient, connection. Here's a shift. Instead of just talking at people, start creating conversations with them. Ask, pause. Let your curiosity lead. Most people listen to respond. But when you listen to understand, you create space for real chemistry. And yeah, that takes practice. It takes presence. It takes the guts to care. People don't remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel. When you make someone feel seen, heard, drawn into the moment, you stop being boring. You become magnetic. You replay every word in your head before you say it. You edit mid-sentence. You second-guess the punchline. You kill the vibe before it breathes. That's not caution. That's fear. Fear of judgment. Fear of messing up. Fear of not being interesting enough. But guess what? The most engaging people aren't perfect. They're present. They say stupid stuff sometimes. They stumble, laugh it off, keep going. That's what makes them real. And real beats polished. Every time. You don't need to impress people with perfect delivery. You just need to show up with honesty. Raw, unfiltered, unpolished. That's where the good stuff lives. You talk like you're asking for approval. Soft volume. Apologetic tone. Words trailing off like you're unsure if you're allowed to finish. But here's the thing. You don't need permission to exist in the room. You don't need validation to speak your truth. Raise your voice. Own your statements. Speak like you mean it, not like you're trying to disappear into your chair. That doesn't make you arrogant. It makes you heard. And when people hear you, they start to care what you have to say. Stop shrinking. Start owning your space. You dodge conflict. You avoid disagreement. You play it safe, thinking that will keep things smooth. But smooth isn't memorable. Tension is where real connection lives. Disagree, respectfully, challenge, thoughtfully, push back, gently but firmly. When you're willing to lean into the uncomfortable moment, to say what no one else is willing to say, you become the person people remember. You build depth. You earn respect. You stop blending in. And here's the twist. People are starved for realness. They're tired of surface-level small talk and performative charm. They want you, raw, honest, alive. Here's the truth most people don't want to admit. The person who leads the energy leads the room. If you show up low energy, timid, passive, the whole interaction bends in that direction. But when you walk in with conviction, with a grounded calm, with even a little fire in your eyes, everything changes. People match your energy. They tune into you. They follow. You don't have to be loud. You just have to be charged. And the best part, that energy is yours to generate every single time. You're not boring. You're not broken. You're not some forgettable background character. You've just been playing the game on mute. Social skills aren't about being extroverted. They're not about putting on a fake smile or telling wild stories. They're about presence, curiosity, courage. They're about stepping into the conversation like you deserve to be there, because you do. So stop asking, am I interesting enough? And start asking, what part of me have I been hiding? That it's time to show, because that part, the unfiltered, unapologetic, fully alive version of you, that's the one the world's been waiting to meet. And once you bring them out, nobody will ever call you boring again.